The Animal Kingdom is a French sci-fi fantasy film. It takes place in the near future where a phenomenon turns people into large animal hybrid humans. So this movie has a lot of themes very similar to the X-Men about discrimination and racism of sorts. And so our main character is Emile. He is a young teenager who, with his father, the two of them are essentially dealing with their mother. She is transformed into like a lioness-like creature. She was violent for a while, and then she was taken away to the center. However, they are moved to another location when a bus crashes, and about 40 of the creatures escape. They're called crude slang for them is critters, but they're supposed to be called creatures. Critters, I guess, is a sort of slur of sorts. So there's an interesting world building, but Emile essentially has to go to a new school for a couple months, and his father's very distraught over the loss of his wife. Obviously, he still cares for her, and the movie is a sort of coming-of-age story as Emile sort of becomes a sort of creature himself, and he starts growing fangs and talons and fur, and he's trying to keep it from his father and this girl he likes, and there's some weird dynamics with the new friends he's making at school. This movie doesn't really go for the action bits. There's obviously a sort of background threat of the police and the military closing in on this forest where all these creatures are hiding out. But Emile becomes friends with like a bird person in the forest, and this is more of a family dynamic sort of story. I like the focus that it's more about friendship. It's more about hiding who you are. It's about coming to terms with things. It sort of paints the picture with a delicate hand instead of a blunt fist. So you're not having like 30 guys with tranquilizer darts and guns shooting at people in like an action sequence. It's more sort of realistic and toned down a little bit. It's a little bit more subtle because it's going for more of a humane story. There's a really great theme of humanity in this story, especially the relationship between Emile and his father. But overall, the movie is really strong in terms of its acting and its story and its characters. I definitely enjoyed it, and I give The Animal Kingdom a 6.5 out of 10.